is heavy and still, like a ghost in a house with no iron or will. I watched your reflection fade out in the glass, counting the heartbeats as the seconds passed. You didn't turn back, you didn't delay, you just carried the light of my world away. It wasn't a scream, it wasn't a fight, just the click of the latch in the middle of night. The finality hit like a physical weight, a second too early, a lifetime too late. And now I'm living it after the last look, the final sentence, the end of the book. I'm standing right here where you stood by the door, but the us that I knew isn't here anymore. The image is burned on the back of my mind of the person I love, leaving me far behind. Yeah, I'm haunted by after the last look. I'm staring at shadows where your coat used to hang, echoes of songs that we once even sang. I wanna blink, I wanna go blind to erase the expression you left there behind. That look of I'm sorry mixed in with I'm gone is the only thing keeping me from the dawn. And now living in after the last look, the final sentence, the end of the book. I'm standing right here where you stood by the door, but the us that I knew isn't here anymore. The image is burned on the back of my mind of the person I love, leaving me far behind. Yeah, I'm haunted by after the last look. Can I go back to the look before that, to the one where we laughed and we sat for a chat, before the cold distance, before the it's time, when loving you wasn't a mountain to climb. But the camera's broken, the film is all torn, and I'm just a witness to a love that's been shown. The look in your eyes, it said it all. The look in your eyes, watch me fall. After the last look. The keys are on the counter, but the door doesn't swing. The silence in the kitchen has a bitter kind of sting. I made enough for two again, I always forget. The table set for shadow and I haven't eaten yet. I'm rereading our messages from back when we were fine, tracing every love you like it's still a lifeline. They say the world keeps moving like a clock that never stops, but I'm stuck in the seconds when the heavy curtain drops. I'm walking through the grocery store, staring at your brand, and I realize I'm reaching for a hand that isn't there. In the morning his name pop up on my screen today. I almost hit the button, but I didn't know what to say. Do I tell her that I'm drowning? Do I tell her I'm okay? Or that I still smell your perfume on the pillow every day? It's the way the city looks now, like the colors been erased. A million different people, but I only see your face.
I'm pouring two glasses out of habit, I guess. Then I'm staring at the table, a beautiful mess. The TV is humming, but I don't hear a word. Just the ghost of a laugh that I shouldn't have heard. I checked the front door, it's locked and it's tight, but the past found a way to get in for the night. The calendar's turned, but the clock's standing still. I'm fighting a fever, I'm fighting a chill. There's no one to talk to, no one to blame, in a house that still whispers your favorite name. And I'm alone with yesterday, caught in the glow of a fire that burned out a lifetime ago. I'm walking through hallways that we used to be, while the shadow of now is just suffocating me. The sun's coming up, but I'm lost in the gray. Yeah, I'm spending my life being alone
I'm dancing with ghosts in the we used to be, while the silence of now is just swallowing me. The sun's coming up, but it feels like the gray. Yeah, I'm spending my life being alone with yesterday. Just me and the memory, still living in the before yesterday. Please don't walk out the door alone with yesterday. You're leaning in the doorway like a question mark, tracing out the shadows in the cold and the dark. I'm waiting for a sorry or a get out of my sight, but you're just a statue in the flickering light. The air is getting heavy, it's getting hard to breathe. You're planting all these thorns before you even leave. I take 1,000 daggers, I take 1,000,000 lies, just to stop the vacant look that's living in your eyes. The quiet is a weapon that you've learned how to use, and I'm the only target that you're gonna choose. And I'm bruised by silence, black and blue and deep. Promises you're breaking while I'm trying to sleep. You don't have to hit me to leave a purple stain. The things you aren't saying are driving me insane. Every no comment is a punch to the chest. I'm bruised by silence and I haven't even guessed what's left of us tonight. The TV's on mute, but the static is loud. I'm lost in the middle of a two-person crowd. I reach for your shoulder, but you're made out of stone. How can I feel this abandoned when I'm not even alone? Your lips are a seal that I can't seem to break. How much more of this nothing am I supposed to take? And I'm bruised by silence, black and blue and deep. Promises you're breaking while I'm trying to sleep. You don't have to hit me to leave a purple stain. The things you aren't saying are driving me insane. Every no comment is a punch to the chest. I'm bruised by silence and I haven't even guessed what's left of us tonight. Give me a shout, give me a scream, break the glass of this nightmare dream. I'm covered in welts from the words you won't speak. The longer you're quiet, the more that I'm weak. Speak to me, even if it hurts. Yeah, I'm bruised by silence, black and blue and deep. Promises you're breaking while I'm trying to sleep. You don't have to hit me to leave a purple stain. The things you aren't saying are driving me insane. Every no comment is a punch to the chest. I'm bruised by silence and I haven't even guessed what's left of us tonight. The quiet is screaming, I'm black and blue. Just talk to me, bruised by you. I'm still sleeping on my side of the mattress, afraid to move an inch, afraid to break the practice. But the sheets are like ice on the left-hand side, a frozen kingdom where a memory died. I keep the heat at 70, I wear your old fleece, but nothing can give this shivering a peace. It's not the winter, it's not the rain, it's the hollowed out echo of a phantom pain. I'm reaching for a hand in the middle of the night, but I'm only catching shadows in the pale moonlight. And it's cold where you were, side of the closet is an empty cave, a quiet reminder of the love we couldn't save. I'm burning every bridge, I'm lighting every fire, but I'm shivering under the weight of desire. Yeah, it's cold where you were. The coffee mug is sitting where you used to sit, but there's no steam rising, not even a bit. The chair is a ghost, the kitchen is a tomb, the silence is a winter that's filling up the room. I saw your coat hook, lonely on the wall, and I felt the temperature start to fall. And it's cold where you were, baby, it's freezing. A draft in the hallway that won't stop teasing. Your side of the closet is an empty cave, a quiet reminder of the love we couldn't save. I'm burning every bridge, I'm lighting every fire, but I'm shivering under the weight of desire. Yeah, it's cold where you were. Maybe I'll buy a new rug for the floor, maybe I'll paint a new color on the door. But how do I warm up a heart that's turned blue? How do I thaw out the absence of you? The frost is on the inside, it's deep in the bone. It's a different kind of winter when you're standing alone. Yeah, it's cold where you were, baby, it's freezing. A draft in the hallway that won't stop teasing. Your side of the bed is a mountain of snow, and I'm just a traveler with nowhere to go. I'm burning every bridge, I'm lighting every fire, but I'm shivering under the weight of desire. Yeah, it's cold where you were. So cold, the sun doesn't reach here. So cold where you used to be. Just ice, just me. Just me. We're tangled in the sheets like we've always been, but I can't find the us underneath your skin. I'm tracing the pulse on the side of your neck, waiting for a sign, searching for a speck of the fire that used to keep the shadows at bay. But your eyes are like windows to a house far away. You're breathing in sync, but you're miles apart. And I'm holding your body, but I'm missing your heart. It's a different kind of lonely, this two-person room where the silence is heavy and the memories loom. I'm reaching for now, but I'm catching before, as I realize I don't know who you are anymore. And you're distant in my arms, a ghost in the light, a cold consolation in the middle of night. I'm pulling you closer, but the gap only grows, like a secret that nobody ever quite knows. We're skin against skin, but we're worlds in between. The loneliest movie that I've ever seen. Yeah, you're distant in my arms. I ask how you're doing, and you give me a fine, while you're drawing a border, a permanent line. I can feel your heartbeat, steady and slow, but it's beating for someone I don't even know. It's the way that you flinch when I'm brushing your hair, like I'm a stranger. You're forced to just bear. We're a masterpiece fading, we're a statue of stone. How can I be with you and feel so alone? And you're distant in my arms, a ghost in the light, a cold consolation in the middle of night. I'm pulling you closer, but the gap only grows, like a secret that nobody ever quite knows. We're skin against skin, but we're worlds in between. The loneliest movie that I've ever seen. Yeah, you're distant in my
quieter, the 2 a.m. light. Your head's on my chest, but it doesn't feel right. I'm tracing the lines of the ink on your skin, searching for the person who used to let me in. Your breathing is steady, your pulse is so slow, but you're already halfway to where you need to go. It's like holding on to water, like catching the wind. I don't know where us ends and you begins. I'm pulling you closer, I'm locking the door, but I can't keep the ghost of you here anymore. And I'm watching you fading from my arms tonight, slipping like a shadow in the morning light. I've got my hands on your shoulders, my heart on the line, but I can't bridge the distance, I can't stop the time. Yeah, the harder I hold you, the further you go, until I'm just clutching a heart I don't know. You're fading from my arms. I remember the fire, the way that we burned. Now I'm just a lesson that you've already learned. Just smile at my jokes, but your eyes stay the same, like you're forgetting the sound of my name. We're playing a part in a play that is closed, left out in the garden where nothing has grown. And I'm watching you fading from my arms tonight, slipping like a shadow in the morning light. I've got my hands on your shoulders, my heart on the line, but I can't bridge the distance, I can't stop the time. Yeah, the harder I hold you, the further you go, until I'm just clutching a heart I don't know. You're fading from my arms. Should I let go? Should I just let you drift? Is the weight of this silence too heavy to lift? I'm screaming, don't leave, while I'm holding my breath. The slow motion ending is a slow motion death. Don't go, don't go, but you're already gone. Yeah, I'm watching you fading from my arms tonight, just a blur in the darkness, a ghost in the white. I've got my hands on your shoulders, my heart on the line, but I'm losing the battle to keep you as mine. The harder I hold you, the further you go. Goodbye is a secret that we both already know. You're fading from my arms, fading from my arms. You're humming a tune that I don't recognize, with a look of the distance deep in your eyes. The way that you're folding your shirts in the drawers, a little too neat, like you're ready for more. In this quiet kitchen, in this cooling tea, I can hear the vibration of you quitting me. It isn't a suitcase hitting the floor, the heavy-duty slam of the front garden door. It's the way that you breathe when I mention next year, a frequency only a broken heart can hear. And it's the faint sound of leaving, the ghost in the hall, the rustle of static before the big fall. It's a low-level hum, it's a shift in the air, the terrifying echo of you not being there. You haven't said goodbye, you haven't said gone, but I can hear the engine starting up at the dawn. Yeah, the faint sound of leaving, the keys on the counter, they jingle so loud. like a lightning strike hiding inside of a cloud. You're checking your watch, you're clearing your throat, tracing the buttons on your heavy-duty coat. I'm talking about nothing just to fill up the space, but I'm losing the rhythm of your beautiful face. And it's a faint sound of leaving, the ghost in the hall, the rustle of static before the big fall. It's a low-level hum, it's a shift in the air, the terrifying echo of you not being there. You haven't said goodbye, you haven't said gone, but I can hear the engine starting up at the dawn. Yeah, the faint sound of leaving. Can I turn down the volume? Can I muffle the noise of the crumbling remains of our shattered glass joys? I'm putting my hands over both of my ears, but I can't drown out the sound of my upcoming fears. It's a whisper, it's a whistle, it's a warning. Yeah, it's a faint sound of leaving, the loudest of all, the creak of the floorboards, the writing on the wall. It's a low-level hum, it's a shift in the air, the terrifying echo of you not being there. The car hasn't moved and you're still in the room, but I'm already living in the shadow of doom. Oh, the faint sound of leaving. Can you hear it? The sound of the almost gone. Shh. It's getting louder, faint but final. I'm handling my heart like a porcelain cup, scared if I breathe I might break it all up. The neighbors are laughing, the TV is loud, but I'm hiding away from the noise of the crowd. I used to be steady, I used to be stoned, now I'm a house made of toothpicks and bone. One wrong word and I'm back in the rain, one familiar song and I'm feeling the stain. The wind hits the window and I start to shake, counting the pieces I'm trying to make. And I've been so fragile since you, baby, it's true, like a thin sheet of ice that the sun's burning through. I'm walking on eggshells in my own damn head, repeating the things that you should have just said. A gentle reminder, a flicker of light is enough to undo me in the middle of night. Yeah, I'm fragile since you. I saw your favorite fruit and I had to sit down. I felt like a brute over a bowl of some strawberries and cream. I felt the first rip in myself healing seam. Everything's sharper, the colors are bright, I'm losing my grip on the edge of the light. And I've been so fragile since you, baby, it's true, like a thin sheet of ice that the sun's burning through. I'm walking on eggshells in my own damn head, repeating the things that you should have just said. A gentle reminder, a flicker of light is enough to undo me in the middle of night. Yeah, I'm fragile since you. I'm not made of iron,
I'm just a collection of things I still feel. Don't touch me too hard, don't speak too fast. I'm trying to move on from a love that won't last. But I'm cracked, yeah, I'm cracked down the middle. Yeah, I'm fragile since you. And it's a long way down from the top of the world to this ghost of a town. I'm walking on eggshells, I'm losing the beat, trying to stand on my own 2 feet. A gentle reminder, a flicker of light is enough to break me in the middle of night. Oh, I'm fragile since you. I've seen the movies where the rain begins to pour and someone's begging, please don't walk out of that door. I've heard the ballads where they scream and break the plates, a grand performance for the irony of fate. But when you left, the sun was hitting the floor and I was just standing there holding the door. No violins playing, no cinematic swell, just the sound of your keys and I hope you do well. I waited for the lightning, I waited for the crash, but we didn't burn out, we just turned into ash. And goodbye felt different than I thought it would be. It wasn't a storm, it was a calm, rise and see. It didn't hurt sharp, it just felt heavy and hollow, like a bitter pill that I'm forced to swallow. No one last kiss or see you around, just the terrifying quiet of a love hid in the ground. Yeah, goodbye felt different. You didn't look back when you reached the street, you didn't even shuffle your tired feet. I thought I'd feel angry, I thought I'd feel small, but at most I felt nothing, nothing at all. Until I walked back to the kitchen to see one half-empty cup where there used to be we. And goodbye felt different than I thought it would be. It wasn't a storm, it was a calm, rise and see. It didn't hurt sharp, it just felt heavy and hollow, like a bitter pill that I'm forced to swallow. No one last kiss or see you around, just the terrifying quiet of a love hid in the ground. Yeah, goodbye felt different. Yeah, goodbye felt different. Frost, calculating the seconds of everything lost. It was so ordinary, so plain and so neat, like a stranger you pass on a crowded street. How can forever end in a take care? Was no one left breathing the same kind of air? Yeah, goodbye felt different than I thought it would be. It wasn't a storm, it was a calm. I've seen the movies. I'm dragging this shadow across the hardwood floor. It's It's the ghost of the sorry I didn't say before. The air in this bedroom is thick as a wall. I'm reaching for balance, but I'm designed to fall. I check the clock, but the numbers don't move. I'm stuck in the rhythm of a broken heart groove. It isn't a cloud, it isn't the rain. It's the lead in my chest, it's the anchor of pain. I'm trying to swim, but I'm tied to the stone of every I love you I left on its own. And it's heavy like regret, pulling me down. I'm the king of a kingdom that's starting to drown. It's the weight of the words that I kept in my throat. Now I'm sinking the ship while I'm steering the boat. It's the pressure in my temples, the cold in my bones. I'm building a monument out of unknowns. Yeah, it's heavy like regret. I look at your side of the closet, it's bare, but the space that you left is still hanging right there. It's heavier now than when you were around, like a mountain of silence that's making no sound. I could have been better, I could have been true, but I traded the gold for a shade of the blue. And it's heavy like regret, pulling me down. I'm the king of a kingdom that's starting to drown. It's the weight of the words that I kept in my throat. Now I'm sinking the ship while I'm steering the boat. It's the pressure in my temples, the cold in my bones. I'm building a monument out of unknowns. Yeah, it's heavy like regret. Can I put it down? Can I leave it behind? Or is this the baggage that's local to my mind? I'm carrying almost, I'm carrying why? Under the weight of a permanent sky. It's too much to carry, it's too much to hide. Yeah, it's heavy like regret, pulling me down. The loudest of heartbeats in this empty town. It's the weight of the stay that I never quite said. Now I'm haunted by versions of us that are dead. It's the pressure in my temples, the cold in my bones. I'm reaping the harvest of seeds I have sown. Oh, it's heavy like regret, so heavy. The air is like lead, so heavy. The things I left unsaid. Regret, just regret. Just I remember the way the light hit the floor. The morning you decided you didn't love me anymore. There was a chipped blue mug sitting next to your head, and a strand of your hair that wouldn't quite stand. I remember the song playing low on the street, and sun. It washes things out. The mind is a flood of the almost undoubt. I'm cataloging shadows. I'm counting the scars while I'm tracing your name in the cold distant stars. And I remember everything, every detail, every breath, like a beautiful haunting, a slow motion death. I remember the way that you laughed in your sleep, and the secrets you promised you'd probably keep. I can't find the forget, I can't find the dawn, while I'm staring at shadows and chasing the sun. Yeah, I remember everything. I remember the smell of the rain on your coat, and the three little words that you never quite wrote. The way that you drive, this one hand on the wheel, and the specific night you made me feel. It's a high definition nightmare, a crystal clear pain. I'm standing in sunshine, but feeling the rain. And I remember everything, every second, every line of a story I thought was yours and was mine. I remember the way that you looked at the door, like you didn't belong in my life anymore. I can't find the forget, I can't find the dawn. I'm the only one left who is still on the run. Yeah, I remember everything, every detail, the way you said my name, every second, the ending of the game. I remember. The party ended at 9:45. The lights went up, but I sat there again, watching the cleaners sweep the glitter away, while I looked for a reason I should probably stay. You were already home, you were already deep in your sleep, while I was still counting the secrets I promised to keep. I was a captain on a ship made of lead, ignoring the warnings, the things that you said. You gave me the signal, you turned out the light, but I kept on burning, I kept up the fight. And I stayed longer than I ever should have done, waiting for the moon to turn back into the sun. I held on to the essence when the fire was cold, trying to fix a story that had already been told. Yeah, I sat in the silence, I sat end and to just go away. I bought the tickets for the show in July, knowing damn well you wouldn't even try. It's a lonely kind of haunting, this house that we built. I'm drowning in memory, I'm drowning in guilt. Did I stay longer than I ever should have done, waiting for the moon to turn back into the sun? I held on to the ashes when the fire was cold, trying to fix a story that had already been told. Yeah, I sat in the sun, I sat in the rain, just to know your shadow, to a ghost of a pain. I'm the last one to leave, I'm the last one to see that I stayed longer than you wanted me. I should've walked out when the music got quiet. I should've stopped feeding the heart frame riot. But I thought if I waited, you'd walk through the door and love me the way that you loved me before. But the door didn't move and the room didn't warm. I just stayed for the wreckage, I stayed for the but I'm leaving now. The clock on the wall is a heavy-duty drum, beating out the seconds of the person I've become. I'm sitting at the table, you're staring at your glass, watching the reflection of the minutes as they pass. I wanna break the tension, I wanna start a fight, but I've run out of matches in the middle of the night. We're experts at the fine, we're masters of the okay, while we're drifting further from the words we need to say. It's a different kind of drowning, this lack of any sound, like walking on a bridge that's never hitting ground. I'm reaching for a signal, I'm searching for a spark, but I'm just a hollow echo in the deep and the dark. And I'm lost inside silence, a ghost in the room, a prisoner of maybe in a shadow of doom. We're breathing the same air, but we're worlds apart, with a static-filled vacuum where there used to be a heart. No sirens are ringing, no glass hits the floor, but I can't find the way to your soul anymore. Yeah, I'm lost inside silence. I saw your old sweater at the back of the shelf, and I didn't even have to protect myself. No sudden explosion,
supposed to take. And I'm lost inside silence, a ghost in the room, a prisoner or maybe in a shadow of doom. We're breathing the same air, but we're worlds apart, with a static-filled vacuum where there used to be a heart. No sirens are ringing and no glass hits the floor, but I can't find the way to your soul anymore. Yeah, I'm lost inside silence. Is this what healing is? A lack of a spark, a comfortable version of the deep and the dark. I'm not heavy with anger, I'm not heavy with pride, I'm just empty and open on the internal side. The volume is zero, the static is one. Yeah, I'm lost inside silence, the loudest of all. The creak of the floorboards, the writing on the wall. I'm not looking for mercy, I'm not looking for weak. I'm just finally finding the nothing of me. The world is still turning, the seasons still roll, but there's a quiet-sized crater in the middle of my soul. I'm lost inside silence. No more echoes, no more ghosts. Lost inside. We were a tapestry woven so tight, with colors that blinded the middle of night. But I noticed the string hanging loose by the door, a tiny division I'd ignored before. I tried to tuck it back, tried to hide the fray, but the fabric was tired of the games we play. It didn't take a storm, it didn't take a flood, just a slow motion thinning of the heart and the blood. One little pull and the pattern went strange into something I didn't know how to rearrange. And love came undone, stitch by slow stitch, leaving me shivering, stuck in the ditch of the used to be's and the could have beens too. Watching the threads of me separate from you. It wasn't a snap, it was a long, steady slide, until there was nowhere for the secrets to hide. Yeah, love came undone. The sweater you gave me is starting to pill. The house that we bought is incredibly still. I see the gaps where the laughter once lived, in the space between taking and nothing to give. We're just two loose ends drifting out in the cold, losing the story we thought would be told. Then love came undone, stitched by slow stitch, leaving me shivering, stuck in the ditch of the used to be's and the could have beens too.
It's unraveling, it's gone. Yeah, love came undone, stitch by slow stitch. I'm the only one left who can feel every twitch of the memories fading, of the ghost of your hand in a life that I no longer quite understand. It wasn't a snap, it was a long steady slide, and I'm standing here hollow with nowhere to hide. Oh, love came undone. Just threads, just you. Undone, undone. Silence is heavy, it's taking up space. I'm memorizing the lines on your face. In the kitchen light, everything looks so great. We're running out of the right things to say. I see a suitcase half packed by the door, like we don't live in this dream anymore. We built this up from the ground to the sky. Now I'm just watching the blueprints die. It's a slow motion crash, a silent explosion, losing the ground to a heart's erosion. And it's love in ruins tonight, baby, watching the walls come down. I'm standing in the wreckage of us, in this lonely ghost of a town. We were a castle, we were a flame. Now I'm just whispering your name to the rain. Everything we promised is buried in white. It's just love in ruins tonight. I found your old sweater tucked under the bed, with all of the words that we should have just said. Remember the night when the world felt so small. We swore that we'd never let each other fall, but the foundation cracked and the ceiling is gone. And I don't know how to keep holding on, because it's love in ruins tonight, baby, watching the walls come down. I'm standing in the wreckage of us, and this lonely ghost of a town. We were a castle, we were a flame. Now I'm just screaming your name to the rain. Everything we promised is buried in white. It's just love in ruins tonight. Can we scavenge the pieces? Can we save the gold? Or is this a story that's already told? I'm digging through ashes, I'm searching for a we, but there's nothing but shadow as far as I see. Don't walk away while the dust is still thick. The ending is coming too fast and too quick. Tonight, baby, watching used to be a furnace, burning bright and loud, a blinding fire standing out from the crowd. Now I'm staring at the ashes, gray and cool and dead, trying to find the meaning in the silence we have bred. It wasn't a sudden storm that put the fire out, just a slow, quiet fade and leaving only doubt. I keep poking at the embers, hoping for a spark, but there's nothing left but dust in the deep and the dark. We're breathing in the remnants of a life that's passed us by, a haze of what we used to be, floating in the sky. And love turned to smoke, a beautiful gray haze, lost in the air in a million different ways. It's in the corners of the room, it's in the silent air, a final fading essence of the love we used to share. It wasn't a sudden end, just a slow, quiet choke. Yeah, that's how love turned to smoke. I open up the window to let the ghost escape, but it just hangs around me, form without a shape. The way you fold your hands now, the way you say my name, it's just the memory of heat without a single flame. We're just two shadows in a house that's cold and old, a silent story that's already been told. And love turned to smoke, a beautiful gray haze, lost in the air in a million different ways. It's in the corners of the room, it's in the silent air, a final fading essence of the love we used to share. It wasn't a sudden end, just a slow, quiet choke. Yeah, that's how our love turned to smoke. Can you catch the smoke? Can you put it back in the fire? Can you bring back the heat, the passion, the desire? I'm holding on to air, I'm reaching for the sky. I'm just breathing in the ashes of a final last goodbye. It's fading, it's all fading away. Yeah, love turned to smoke, a beautiful gray haze, lost in the air in a million different ways. It's in the corners of the room, it's in the silent air, a final fading essence of the love we used to share. It wasn't a sudden end, just a slow, quiet choke. Yeah, that's how I learned to smoke. Just air, just memory gone, like smoke. Love turned to smoke. The house is a museum, the air is so still. We're going through the motions, climbing a hill.
hill. We kiss on the cheek when we're walking out the door, but our lips are like ice, they don't mean it anymore. We lie in the darkness, two strangers in a bed, the coldest of comforts, the emptiest head. It's a beautiful painting with no soul inside, a perfect appearance with nowhere to hide. The words are alright, the structure is fine, but there's no beating heart at the end of the line. It's just love without warmth, a 0-degree flame, whispering a promise, forgetting the name. A high-definition picture with the color turned down. The loneliest castle in a silent ghost town. We're connected by history, bound by a ring, but there's no actual feeling in the song that we sing. Yeah, it's love without warmth. You bought me a necklace, I gave you a watch, a beautiful gesture that doesn't mean much. We talk about the weather, we talk about the news, anything to escape from the emotional blues. It's a porcelain prison, sterile and white, a beautiful lie that we live every night. It's just love without warmth, a 0-degree flame, whispering a promise, forgetting the name. A high-definition picture with the color turned down. The loneliest castle in a silent ghost town. We're connected by history, bound by a ring, but there's no actual feeling in the song that we sing. Yeah, it's love without warmth. I'm almost wishing for a fight, for a scream, anything to break this frozen empty dream. At least anger is feeling, at least anger is heat, but we're just two shadows that struggle to meet. Don't tell me you love me if the words are just air. I'm freezing right here in the middle of your stare. It's just love without warmth, a 0-degree flame, whispering a promise, forgetting the name. A high-definition picture with the color turned down. The loneliest castle in a silent ghost town. We're connected by history, bound by a ring, but there's no actual feeling in the song that we sing. Yeah, it's love without warmth, no warmth, just the space in between, no warmth. It's a silent, cold scene, just love without warmth. I'm staring at the mirror, but the edges are blurred, like a secret I'm keeping, or a prayer that's unheard. I've got the keys in my pocket, I've got the car in the drive, but I'm just going through the motions of staying alive. The coffee is half empty, the book is half read. Everything is a fraction of the life that we led. It's like the colors are muted, the volume is low. I'm a map with no legend, nowhere left to go. I'm checking the boxes and playing the part, but there's a static-filled hollow right in the center of my heart. Because nothing feels whole since you walked out that door. I'm a collection of pieces scattered out on the floor. I'm a song without rhythm, a sky without blue, just a broken down version of me without you. The world is still turning, the seasons still roll, but baby, believe me, nothing feels whole. I went to that diner, sat in our usual spot, ordered for two, then I realized I'm not. The waitress looked over with a pitying eye, and I had to look down just so I wouldn't cry. It's the silence of dinner, the space in the bed that screams all the forever we should have never said. YouTube, because nothing feels whole since you walked out that door. I'm a collection of pieces scattered out on the floor. I'm a song without rhythm, a sky without blue, just a broken down version of me without you. The world is still turning, the seasons still roll, but baby, believe me, nothing feels whole. Can a heart be glued back? Can a soul be repaired when the most vital part of the story isn't there? I'm a puzzle with a gap that I can't seem to fill, stuck in the wreckage, standing perfectly still. Yeah, nothing feels whole since you walked out that door. I'm a collection of pieces, and I'm asking for more. But the rhythm is broken, the sky isn't blue. I'm just a fractured reflection of me without you. The world keeps on spinning, I've lost all control, and honestly, darling, nothing feels whole. Just pieces, just fragments. Nothing feels whole. The alarm clock is ticking, a hammer on glass, watching the shadows of airplanes pass. I'm making the bed, smoothing the sheets, ignoring the rhythm of the life on the streets. I used to be a riot, a colorful mess, but I've traded the chaos for a different address. The coffee is bitter, the kitchen is white, and I haven't seen a ghost in the middle of night. No sirens are ringing, no storm in the air. I'm looking for a feeling that isn't quite there. I'm checking my pulse, I'm checking the time, but I've run out of mountains I'm willing to climb. And it's quiet in my chest, like a house that's been sold, a story that's finished, a fire turned cold. I'm not crying for mercy, I'm not screaming stay. I've just run out of things I was supposed to say. It's a hollowed out canyon, a pale blue sky, the terrifying piece of a permanent goodbye. Yeah, it's quiet in my chest.
sweater at the back of the shelf, and I didn't even have to protect myself. No sudden explosion, no black and the blue, just a faint recognition of something like you. It's like the radio's off and the signal is gone. I'm just a witness to the breaking of dawn, and it's quiet in my chest, like a house that's been sold, a story that's finished, a fire turned cold. I'm not crying for mercy, I'm not screaming stay. I've just run out of things I was supposed to say. It's a hollowed out canyon, a pale blue sky, the terrifying piece of a permanent goodbye. Yeah, it's quiet in my chest. Is this what healing is? A lack of a spark, a comfortable version of the deep and the dark. I'm not heavy with anger, I'm not heavy with pride. I'm just empty and open on the internal side. The volume is zero, the static is gone. Yeah, it's quiet in my chest, like a house that's been sold. The end of the winter, the end of the cold. I'm not looking for maybe, I'm not looking for a we. I'm just finally finding the nothing of me. It's a hollowed out canyon, a pale blue sky, the beautiful weight of a final goodbye. Oh, it's quiet in my chest. No more echoes. Shh. No more ghosts. Quiet. Just quiet. You're sitting 3 inches away on the couch, but there's an ocean between us I can't talk about. You're scrolling your phone, I'm staring at the wall, waiting for a spark that's too tired to fall. I ask about your day and you give me a word, the loudest nothing I've ever heard. It's not a blow up, it's not a grand fight, it's just the slow dimming of a porch light. It's the way you don't reach for my hand in the dark. It's the ghost of a flame that's run out of spark, and I'm quietly losing you inch by slow inch. My heart is a knot that I can't quite unpinch. We're still sharing blankets and sharing the bed, but I'm mourning the versions of us that are dead. No sirens are ringing, no glass hits the floor. You're just slipping away through an open door. Yeah, I'm quietly losing you. I made your favorite coffee the way that you like, but you left it to go for a walk or a bite without even asking if I wanted to go. It's these tiny notes that are starting to show. We're experts at acting, we're masters of fine, while I'm watching you drift past the horizon. just watching our gravity lose all its ground. Yeah, I'm quietly losing you inch by slow inch. My heart is a knot that I can't quite unpinch. We're still sharing blankets and sharing the bed, but I'm mourning the versions of us that are dead. No sirens are ringing, no glass hits the floor. You're just slipping away through an open door, and I'm quietly losing you. Shh. Did you even notice? You're almost gone. Quietly losing you. I let my guard down for a minute or two. I started imagining me next to you. I bought a new candle, I cleared off the shelf. I was finally acting like my old happy self. I saw a small light at the end of the hall, but I didn't see the shadow that was waiting to fall. It wasn't a mountain, it wasn't a sun, just a tiny belief that the battle was won. One little text, one look in your eye, and the oxygen drained from my beautiful sky. Now it's just shattered little hope on the floor. I'm sweeping up dreams by the side of the door. It hurts more than the big things, the grand scale goodbye, because I actually thought we were giving it a try. It's the fragments of almost, the splinters of soon. I'm howling at nothing under a hollowed out moon. Yeah, it's shattered little hope. I told my best friend that I thought we were back, that we finally fixed every fissure and crack. I was humming a song while I made us some tea before you sat down and said, it's just not for me. The mug didn't break when it hit the rug's edge, but something inside me fell off of the ledge. Now it's just shattered little hope on the floor. I'm sweeping up dreams by the side of the door. It hurts more than the big things, the grand scale goodbye, because I actually thought we were giving it a try. It's the fragments of almost, the splinters of soon. I'm howling at nothing under a hollowed out moon. Yeah, it's shattered little hope. Why did you let me believe for a week? Why did you kiss me and stroke on my cheek? If you knew that the ending was already written, why did you leave me so hopelessly smitten? It's the almost that kills me, the nearly that stings, the silence that follows when the telephone rings. Yeah, it's shattered little hope on the floor. I'm locking the windows and bolting the door. It hurts more than the big things, the grand scale goodbye, because I actually